There's some new polls out today, like every day. A Suffolk University national survey shows Hillary Clinton leading Donald Trump by 9 points amongst likely voters. That's the exact same margin that another poll from NBC News, The Wall Street Journal, and Marist has Clinton up by in New Hampshire, while they have the two candidates tied in Nevada. But the most important poll of the day, if we do say so ourselves, is a brand new Bloomberg Politics poll of likely voters in Florida. Despite Trump's national dip, the race has been tightening in the Sunshine State. Our survey shows it is razor thin, with Trump leading Clinton by 2 points amongst likely voters, 45 to 43%, with the other when other candidates are factored in the race. In the two-person race, Trump's margin is just 1%, of course, both within the margin of error. The two candidates are deadlocked in our survey with independents. That's a group that Barack Obama won in Florida in 2012. Clinton leads amongst early voters. She's also ahead amongst Hispanic voters, 51 to 36%. That is, though, a smaller margin amongst Hispanics than some other polls have elsewhere in the country, in part, of course, because Hispanics in Florida include Cuban Americans, who are a longtime Republican-leading bloc. Clinton is campaigning today in the Sunshine State, where there's evidence that her team has the edge in the ground game. John, at the moment, given our poll and other factors, who would you give the upper hand to in Florida?
Let me just say, Mark, that we have a little bit of breaking news right now on the polling front, which is that there's a new AP poll that in a four-way race has Hillary Clinton up by 14 points nationally, 51 to 37. So let's throw that onto the polling bonfire here and take that into account. But focusing just on Florida, I think the race is going to be very close in Florida. I think that the Democrats Hillary Clinton continues to have a small advantage there because of the nature of demographic change in Florida, because of the superior ground game that the Democrats have there, because of the early vote. I think that that they have a small advantage still, but the trend line there would be worrying for me if I was Hillary Clinton. The race just keeps getting tighter and tighter in Florida, and if she doesn't turn that around, she might just lose that state.
Yeah, you'd have to say, again, given all this national data, that Hillary Clinton would still be the mild favorite there.
Yep.
But there are two things that cause me to think Trump could well win Florida. One is Rick Scott is the governor. And Rick Scott getting elected governor there shows you a conservative business person, outsider, is somebody who appeals to Florida voters. The other is every time I've gone to the state, in all parts of the state outside of South Florida, I sense intense enthusiasm for Trump and less for Hillary Clinton. And it's such a mega state. As strong as the Clinton ground game is, as well organized it is, it's just simply hard to organize a state that big.
Yeah, there's no question about that, except for, I think we're going to see in the early votes she's going to do well there. Look, I think this is one of the states that I think is kind of pretty close to a pure toss-up state. I still, for the reasons we just said, that 14-point lead in that AP poll, man, another big national polling lead for Hillary Clinton. Incredible.